Hello and welcome. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to sew an A-line dress for a 6-year-old child. If this is a video you are interested in learning, then let's get started. So I have these two pieces of fabric here that I'll be using to sew this dress. This is about 1 yard of both fabrics. So I'm going to set it aside and then we'll make a few alterations to the bodice block we drafted in our previous video. If you haven't seen that video, the link to the video will be left in the description box below. Please do well to check it out. So I'm going to just curve this line a bit because I don't want any sharp point on this draft. So basically that's the only alteration I'm doing on this block. So I'm going to cut the front design out this way. So after cutting, these are my pattern pieces here. I have 3 pieces here, and then I'm going to go ahead and place the first pattern on the main fabric. The fabric is folded. This is the folded line here, and I'm going to be cutting this on fold. I went ahead to add 1/2 inch seam allowances all around this fabric, except for the hem. I did 1.5 inches for the hem. So I'm going to go ahead and then cut this pattern out. So this is it for the front. The next I'm going to do is also to cut out the other front pattern piece. So I'm cutting that on fold as well. So the fold line is towards me this way. I have added 1/2 inch seam allowances all around this pattern as well. And I'm doing 1.5 inches seam allowance for the hem of this dress. So I'm going to go ahead and then cut this out. Then for the back, I'm cutting the back on fold. So this is the fold line here. Also, I added 1/2 inch to this pattern, so I'm going to cut it out as well. Remember, I'm doing 1.5 inch seam allowances for the hem of the dress. So this is my back pattern. I'm going to set this aside. So this is how the front looks like after unfolding. This is what I have here. I have a big hollow in front here for my design. So I'm going to come in with the design that I cut out. Remember, this pattern was cut on fold, so I'm going to open it up. And then I'll begin pinning the front cutout from the hem of this dress all round. And after pinning this, I'm going to head to my sewing machine and then stitch this down on 1/2 inch. Then I'll give it a very good press so that it can lay flat. So after stitching it down, this is what the design is going to look like. So I'm going to join the shoulders together. I'll hold them down with a pin. So I'm laying the right side of the back pattern onto the right side of the front pattern. I'm going ahead to pin the shoulders down. I'll be stitching the shoulders down on 1/2 inch on my sewing machine. So I'm going to turn this out this way, and for the back, I'm going to determine the mid section of the back pattern from the neck area. So I've marked the mid section this way. Then I'll come in with my tape measure and then measure 3.5 inches down. This is to cater for my button and my buttonhole, so I'm going to just draw a line to touch that 3.5 inches. Then I have this small fabric I have cut out this way. I'm going to be placing it on that 3.5-inch line and spreading it open. Then I made this small loop that is going to take care of my button. So this is the loop here. I'll just fold it this way and then put it in between the main fabric and the small cutout I made. Then I'll pin it down. This is what will help me to be able to turn the back inside out. And also, because I'm not adding a zipper onto this dress, that is why I'm making this opening at the back for my button and my buttonhole. So I'm pinning the small piece of fabric down on the main fabric. Afterwards, I'll head to my sewing machine and then stitch this down and give it a very good press. So after stitching it down, see, this is it. This is the loop here, looking so good already. This is the loop. So I'm going to take my scissors and then cut it out this way. Remember, we are doing 3.5 inch, so I'll cut up to the 3.5 inch line I marked. Then I will turn it inside out. Then I'll head to my pressing table and give this a very good press so that it lays flat. And also I will pipe the neck of this dress with a bias tape. So after piping the neck, see how gorgeous this is looking. This is it. This is how the back looks here. I have these strips of bias that I made. I'm going to be using it to hem the armhole of this dress. So this is about 1.5 inches. I folded 1/2 inch on both sides and gave it a good press. That is what I'm going to be using to hem the arm of my dress. So I'll go ahead and then hem it on the sewing machine and also join the sides together and hem the bottom part of this dress. See what we have here. I'm done with this dress. It's looking so beautiful, so neat. I believe this is a do-it-yourself project. Very simple to make. Thank you so much for making time to watch this video. We'll see you in our next video.